I confess, that was a bit more than I'd bargained for. I tried to warn you.
Those loyalists deserved what they got.
Couldn't agree more. This is where it happened. We smelled smoke in the middle of the night. When we looked outside, flames were shooting from the estate. Before my uncle and I could stop her, Anne rushed out, racing towards the fire, worried someone had been hurt. She came face to face with a horde of goblins, frantically trying to stamp out the flames. Suddenly, an icy voice drifted out from somewhere in the smoke. Children should be seen and not heard. A blinding blast followed. They didn't even give her a chance to run.
It seems an awfully violent response to a child wandering by. What were they trying to hide?
My thoughts exactly. It may be grasping at Billywigs, but I keep thinking that there might be something here that could lead me to whoever cursed Anne. Might be the only way to learn what type of magic harmed her, which could help me find a cure.
Perhaps you're right. The loyalists are everywhere, but they do seem to be spending a lot of time here, and it's likely they're hiding something.
And at Rookwood Castle. Shall we have a look around? They seem to have set up camp here for a specific reason. They have stations for everything. I've heard that goblin dig sites like these are popping up everywhere.
It's a wonder the Ministry isn't doing more.
Levioso! Defendo! Revelio!
Always armed and ready for a fight, Ranrock's loyalists.
Revelio! Revelio! Revelio!
Whose home was this?
Bit abandoned long since I've lived here. Rumour was, a Hogwarts professor lived here once, centuries ago. But that's all I ever heard. It might be worth taking a closer look at the house itself.
Revelio!
This well looks familiar. Sebastian, I've seen this before. This house, the well, the view.
What do you mean? When?
Give me a moment. I'll explain in a second.
Revelio.
Sebastian, over here. Do you think that this was damaged by the fire the night that Anne was cursed?
Could be. But it looks to me as though this was intentional.
Sebastian, this house did belong to a Hogwarts professor, hundreds of years ago.
Who? What do you...
I found a pensive that day in the restricted section with a memory that showed this house. There was a little girl and a drought. The keepers have shown me other memories as well. The girl became a Hogwarts professor. Her name was Isadora Morganach. She was one of the keepers.
The keepers? Like in Quidditch? And you found a pensive in the library? I'm not following you.
I realize it's a lot to take in. I'm not even sure I understand it all yet. And no, not like Quidditch. They call themselves keepers because they're protecting some type of knowledge. It has to do with the vault at Gringotts.
Let me see if I've got this straight. You have Ranrock and Rookwood after you because of something you found at Gringotts where you ended up via a portkey. You can see traces of an ancient magic that you think Ranrock is trying to harness. And now you've been witnessing memories left by keepers. Oh, and this house belonged to a Hogwarts professor who was one of these non-Quidditch keepers hundreds of years ago. If I didn't know you, I'd think you were pulling my leg.
It is all a bit much, isn't it, when you put it like that? The point is, we both have good reason to search this house. You for answers about what happened to Anne, and me for answers about the keepers.
Look at this.
Someone piled this here for a reason. Is it blocking something?
Only one way to find out. Huh, a stairwell.
Revelio.
Why bother blocking a stairwell?
There might be something here worth a closer look.
They've left all of this simply strewn about. Tells me they're after something bigger.
A journal entry of Isadora's. I should hold on to this. Seems these journal entries are from Isadora's travels.
Confringo. Lumos. Accio. Expelliarmus. Confringo. Accio. Incendio. Lumos. Repulsor. Confringo.
You're not going to believe this. I can see the Undercroft.
What? A daydream?
Revelio.
Because that happens to me too.
I know it sounds strange, but...
Honestly, nothing you say sounds strange to me anymore.
Fair enough. I can see the Undercroft through this stone wall, as though it's a window. This has happened before.
I'm listening.
I think it's to do with my ability to see traces of ancient magic.
But you said you didn't really understand it, and that you couldn't wield it.
That's true, and I'm still not sure what it all means. What I do know is that my ability allows me to travel through these windows I see.
Wait. We can get straight to the Undercroft from here. Ominous will be flawed.
We can. But perhaps best not to tell anyone else about this for now. Even Ominous.
Understood. Well then, invisible, secret, ancient magic passageway? Here we come. I'm tempted to hold my breath. Why would the door lead us here?
Sebastian, look. Why hide a triptych here?
Seems as if something's missing.
A note. Let's have a look.
Anything helpful in the note?
A rune symbol. I've seen similar symbols used by the keepers.
I've been thinking. A keeper lived in that house centuries ago, and Ranrock and his lot have been searching there. You said that goblins may be wielding some form of this ancient magic. Do you think Anne was cursed by ancient magic?
I can't be sure, of course, but I don't think so. I didn't see any traces of it around your sister.
Very well. But that doesn't mean it's not ancient magic. There's still so much we don't know about it.
True. Perhaps this triptych will lead us to answers.
Then we'll have to unravel what this all means. But now I need to see Ominous. Don't worry, I won't tell him anything. Did I mention that, apparently, Salazar Slytherin had a secret scriptorium here in Hogwarts?
You did not? Is it connected to our common room?
No idea. Ominous just learned of it. I'll let you know what I find out. I had no idea our visit to Cian would unfold into all of this. My head's an utter mess. But I'm glad you told me everything you did. I'll be in touch. Till then.
Revelio. Revelio.
Hogsmeade, here I come.
Revelio.
Historically speaking, there's never been a team like this year's Cannons.
I wonder what Merlin would think of this.
Hello, Serona. I received your owl. How are you?
Hello, my friend. Did you ever find Lodgok?
I did, thank you. We had a good conversation. He sends you his best.
Glad to hear it. I shan't ask for details of your little chat, and I'll refrain from telling you to be careful yet again. But I hope you will be, whatever your plans.
Of course. Your owl mentioned you're needing my help with something?
I do. I thought you might be just the person to do a favour for my friend Dorothy Sprottle in Upper Hogsfield.
I don't believe I've met Mrs. Sprottle.
She's lovely. Her late husband Aidan was a friend of my father's. In fact, I'd stay with Dot and Aidan the summers I waited tables here as a student. I've seen her a few times since Aidan passed, but the pub's been so busy lately, I've not been as attentive as I'd have liked. I wonder if you might pop in and see her. She may need some help collecting ingredients for her supply of Wiggenweld potion. And you could retrieve something of mine in the process. A box, full of old letters and such.
Why did Mr. and Mrs. Sprottle have your box of letters after all this time?
It's one of a few that I had when I was young. Dot found it when she was clearing out a closet. Can't imagine what's in there. Probably terribly theatrical. Ramblings of a teenage witch and her friends. You're welcome to take a peek inside, if you do find it. To be honest, I'd imagine it contains some lovely memories.
Why does Mrs. Sprottle keep a supply of Wiggenweld potion on hand?
Dot's a skilled potioneer. She's been supplying travelling vendors with Wiggenweld potion. An ordinary precaution that has, unfortunately, become a necessity, what with Ranrock's loyalists disrupting the trade routes.
I'll try to go and see her when I can.
It would mean the world to me, and to Dorothy. Aidan was bringing the box of letters to me when he was taken ill. Dot can tell you where he might have dropped it. You'll find the hamlet just north of Hogsmeade. Please do give Dot my
Hello,
love.
Serona. You were hoping I'd check on a friend of yours, weren't you?
Yes, my friend Dorothy Sprottle in Upper Hogsfield, north of Hogsmeade. Her husband Aidan recently passed away, and she needs help collecting...
Revelio. Revelio.
You're worrying far too much. Nobody's looking at you.
Why did you buy me a second pair? I hate these socks.
Novelty socks at that price can't be passed up. Be thankful you have socks.
I'd rather have no socks than be dancing like this.
You're not dancing, you're exercising.
Father,
Mine
why
now
is
then,
he
you guys.
dancing?
See? And you
Revelio.
the wash, but it hasn't.
Anyone think you had an affliction?
Has he been cursed?
Oh, please, can't we take these socks back to Mr. Hill and get me some
When
normal
you pay
ones?
for your own socks, then you
Chips in the hat, if you please.
Does it get any more cozy than Hogsmeade?
Revelio. Revelio.
Don't see myself doing this sort of thing forever, though. Fancy I'll have my own operation worked out one day. People working for me. Oi! Pass that fire whiskey over here. You have to learn to share. Such arrogance.
Leviosa. Descender. Defender. Protego.
I'll get you.
Glacius. Totalis. Too late for you to learn the error of your ways. Revelio. Revelio.
Who lived here, I wonder?
Revelio. Defender. Descender. Glacius. Confringo. Accio. Depulso. Revelio.
Incendio! Confringo! Revelio! Confringo! Accio! Shame I didn't have an audience for that one. Revelio!
Could do with a nice mushroom stew about now.
Accio! Confringo! Incendio!
I won't rest
Protego!
that was as
Stupefy! Expelliarmus! Accio! Levioso! Descendo! Glacius! Defendo! You only have Ranrock to blame. Revelio! Revelio! Revelio!
Revelio. 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 Revelio.
Upper Hogsfield. Now where to find Mrs. Sprottle?
Bardo Beaumont should have returned by now. Had by dark wizards he was.
It's like a place right out of a storybook.
Revelio. Revelio. Aloha Mora. Revelio. Revelio.
I'm now.
Aloha Mora. Revelio. Revelio.
I should investigate. Wonder who lives here.
Revelio. 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 Revelio.
Not sure how I'd fare in a little place like this.
Revelio.
Shane Bardolph thought dark magic was the answer. I reckon Rookwood's played a hand in his disappearance.
Revelio. Revelio.
Handy resource indeed, your field guide. I'm most pleased to be included.
Revelio. Protego. Levioso. Descendo. Defendo. Glacius. Revelio. Expelliarmus. Accio. Confringo. Incendio. Accio. Descendo. Cabalso. Reparo.
Lumos.
How nice to see you, my young friend.
Revelio.
It's like a place right out of a storybook. This could prove dangerous if I'm not careful.
Levioso. Descendo. Glacius. Defendo. Accio. Expelliarmus. Confringo. Incendio. Accio. Confringo. Accio. Expelliarmus. Confringo. Incendio. Expelliarmus. Confringo. Accio. Levioso. Descendo. Glacius. Defendo. Revelio.
Wonder who lives here.
Ranrock's loyalists are a menace. What can be done?
I couldn't help but overhear. Did you mention Ranrock's loyalists?
I did. Never imagined they'd act this deadly. I'm Claire Beaumont, by the way.
Nice to meet you.
Ranrock and his followers have set up camp here. No regard for our beloved hamlet or our livelihoods. Ruthless. My brother Bardolph dared to stand up to them and ended up in St. Mungo's. I'm simply at my wit's end.
Why don't you simply leave the area for now?
Upper Hogsfield is my home. Baldolph and I grew up here. No, we are standing firm. Once my brother returns, Then we shall decide what to do next. He's gone to seek Victor Rookwood's advice. I didn't approve of that idea, but perhaps in the end it will help.
You said Ranrock's loyalists have set up camp here. Where, precisely?
To the south, across the river. Last I heard, there were several loyalists in each camp. I won't go near them.
How did your brother Bardolph end up in St. Mungo's?
Bardolph had spent the entire day hand-picking herbs and roots for us. When a group of Ranrock's lot appeared and demanded the harvest for themselves, Bardolph refused. In their anger, they hurled him against a rock and robbed him. The moment he left St. Mungo's, he vowed revenge. I worry he may be dabbling in magic that he will one day regret.
I'm unfortunately quite familiar with Ranrock's loyalists. Perhaps I can do something.
Much as I would love to be rid of them, I wouldn't want you to risk injury, or worse. Please be cautious. We should not have to live in fear. This is our home.
Revelio. Lift in the hat, if you please.
It seems as though things are getting worse.
Bardolph Beaumont should have returned by now. Had by dark wizards he was.
You will regret coming here. Seems... Hello? You will regret coming here.
Levioso. Descendo. Protego. Stupid.
Lucky, that's all! No!
Descendo.
I will be. Why can't I hit you?
Defendo.
Miserable.
Descendo.
I won't rest. One less human to worry about. Not
Levioso.
Stop it!
Descendo. Levioso.
Put me down!
Defendo.
You will suffer. No! I won't rest.
Your blood's on Ranrock's hands. One camp down, one more to go.
Revelio.
You will regret coming here.
Ranrock's vision of goblins ruling over wizards will be...
Accio. Confringo. Incendio.
Won't get away with that.
Accio. Spellios. Incendio. Protego. Levioso. Descendo. Glacius. Defendo.
Why is a grapple you are?
Accio. Expelliarmus. Confringo.
No! You arrogant child! I don't think you know who you're dealing with.
Expelliarmus.
Get accustomed to that! Ha! Oh.
Accio.
Someone... How nice of you to stop by. Such arrogance.
Accio. Expelliarmus. Levioso. Descendo. Glacius. Defender. Protego. Stupefy. Glacius. Atomicus Totalis. Both camps cleared. Madame Beaumont will be glad to hear that. Confringo. Incendio. Accio. Revelio. Seems a pleasant enough little place. Abandoned long ago, no doubt.
I do miss the bustle of business.
Hello, Madame Beaumont. Good news. I was able to clear out Ranrock's camps.
You cleared them out? How?
I managed to catch them off guard.
When my brother returns, this news will mean the world to him. You saved our hamlet, my young friend. This will not be forgotten. I fear for other hamlets, truly. Ranrock and his lot are unlike any goblins I've ever seen.
What do you have for sale?
What are you looking for exactly? Thank you. Sincerely. Marvellous. I could always use more of these. Thank you for passing through.
Spare a canut, a sickle, a galleon.
The young today aren't willing to put in the work.
now, don't be stingy.
Shane Bardolph thought dark magic was the answer. I reckon Rookwood's played a hand in his disappearance.
Hello, Mrs. Sprottle. Actually, Sirona Ryan asked if I'd come and see you.
Oh, dear Sirona, a gem. Has been for as long as I've known her.
She thought you might need help collecting ingredients for your Wiggenweld potion.
And she's correct. My darling Aidan used to collect Horklumps for me. Since he died, my supply has dwindled.
I'm sorry for your loss, Mrs. Sprottle.
Oh, thank you. Love of my life. A bit lost without him. If you wouldn't mind gathering some Horklumps for me, I'd be happy to compensate you for your time.
Believe it or not, I have some with me.
Oh, thank you. How wonderful. The travelling vendors will be thrilled to replenish their stock of Wiggenweld potion.
Sirona also mentioned that Mr. Sprottle was bringing her a box of letters when he fell ill.
Indeed he was. I'd almost forgotten. I stumbled upon it just before Aidan died. He was hoping to go through it with Sirona over a butterbeer or two. Those two were always like two bowtruckles in a branch. Aidan took ill when he was collecting Horklumps on his way to see her. He made it home, but I fear he dropped the box in the cavern. The cavern is in the hills just southwest of our hamlet. You can gather Horklumps and collect the box of letters there.
Do you remember anything about the letters you put in the box?
Oh, of course. A few letters from some of her school friends. Some nice memories. I even included a letter Sirona had written to me when she was staying with us. Thought she might enjoy reading it. I know when I read writing from my youth, I'm always astonished at how much I've changed, and yet remain the same.
Sirona said she lived with you during the summers when she was at Hogwarts. What was she like?
Oh, goodness. Well, she was almost exactly like she is now. Charming, good head on her shoulders, taking care of everyone. I can't tell you the fun we had when she and her friends would visit us during the year, all buzzing about, practicing charms. Talented group. Her friend Mirabelle was a genius in the garden. Learned it all from her muggle parents, if you can believe it.
Thank you, Mrs. Sprottle.
Thank you. I'll be here if you are able to collect those Horklumps. I and the vendors I help would greatly appreciate it. Bardo, one should have returned by now. Had by dark wizards he was.
This must be the cavern Mrs. Sprottle mentioned. Leave the Horklumps to Mrs. Sprottle, but I still need to visit the cave to find some... Better have a look around. See about the Horklumps and the box of letters.
Incendio!
That's all the Horklumps for now. Mrs. Sprottle should be pleased.
Revelio! Confringo!
Lumos. Incendio. Revelio. Accio. Revelio. Either I'll have to fight that troll, or we'll be together. Glaciers! Defend us! Expelliarmus! Confringo! Accio! Incendio! Expelliarmus! Stupefy! Leviosa! Descendo! Defendo! Descendo! Leviosa! Defendo! Leviosa! Protego! Descendo! Incendio! Confringo! Expelliarmus! Stupid one! Protego! Stupid one! Expelliarmus! Accio! Incendio! Confringo! Protego! Stupid one! Expelliarmus! Accio! Accio! Incendio! Confringo! Expelliarmus! Protego! Stupid! Glaciers! Confringo! Incendio! Protego! Stupid one! Confringo! One less foul hulking brood. Revelio. Accio. Lumos. Confringo! Accio! Expelliarmus! Revelio! Confringo! This must be Sirona's box of letters. I should take this box of letters to Sirona. I think that's everything. Sirona will be glad to have this back. Revelio. Levioso! Descendo! Glacis! Defender! Levioso! Descendo! Glacium! Defendo! A castle. Must have been quite stately in its time. Not sure how I'd fare in it.
Shane Bardolph thought dark magic.
Excuse me, did you say something about Bardolph Beaumont?
Oh, hello again. How nice to see you. And yes, I did. I was just worrying about Claire Beaumont's brother Bardolph, only he's gone missing. Rumour is he was seen in the forest practicing dark magic. Saw him myself near some ruins with Rookwood's lot I did. I fear he got himself into trouble with the Ashwinders, especially if he made them a promise he couldn't keep. Shame, really. With Ranrock's camps cleared out, I have a feeling he'd have given up on dark magic altogether.
Do you think Bardolph may have simply run off?
No. Bardolph's run that shop with Claire his entire life. He'd not give it up for anything. He swore he'd be back in a fortnight. My instincts are that he's been held captive, or worse.
I can certainly look out for him.
Any help would be appreciated. You might speak to Claire first. Perhaps she has some insights that I don't. I can tell you that Bardolph was last seen in the forest wearing a particular woolen jumper, one that Claire knitted herself. Claire will be at her shop if you'd like to speak with her.
This looks intriguing. Is that Inferius wearing a woolen jumper? That must be Bardolph. Petrificus totalis. Protego! Expelliarmus! I should have met. Incendio! I'm not sure Madame Beaumont would want to know what really happened to him. Revelio. An entry from Bardolph's journal. He overheard whispers, a plan, something to do with him. Revelio!
They come after me, they'll rest in 10 graves.
Wonder who lives here.
Thank you for all that you've done for us.
Madame Beaumont, I believe I have some news of your brother.
Bardolph? What do you know of my brother?
I'm afraid he's joined the Ashwinders and has no interest in returning.
What? No, this can't be. He was seeking their advice, that's all.
I'm truly sorry. I wish it had been better news. I wish you well, Madame Beaumont.
What more could I have done? Oh, Bardolph! What are you looking? Bardolph! My dear, dear brother! You've made Upper Hogsfield safer, and for that, I thank you. Thank you for passing through. Oh, my sincerest gratitude, you brave soul.